Hello, this is Bowling from JoBlo.com. How you doing today, Tom?
I'm good, thank you. How are you, sir?
I'm good. I was lucky
I
enough to see the
love your
film on
poster
Friday.
wall. That's awesome.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad you appreciate it. I was lucky enough to see the film on Friday, and it was so much fun. I had a really good time with it.
Thank you.
Um, I want to ask you because you're no stranger to like intense fandom because of the comic book Spider-Man stuff, but video game fans are also very passionate. And I was kind of wondering, did you have any reservations about doing this? And were you guys kind of worried about like, do we make a good film first? Or are we worried about like how do we adapt this for the fans properly? For
I think that's a great question. Yeah, I was really worried about it. I think there has been somewhat of a video game film curse in the past where it hasn't been very well received by the gamers. And that was something that we really wanted to change and get right. And I think, one of the avenues in which we took was to make this an origin story, to sort of tell a portion of Nathan Drake's life that we haven't necessarily seen in the games before. So if you've played the games, you're getting a new story. And if you haven't played the games, you're getting the origin story. So you don't have to have played the games to understand the film. So I'm hoping that that is enough to make this film enjoyable for both parties. I also think this film is a great fan service. There's lots of Easter eggs. There's lots of moments that we have taken huge inspiration from the games. So I'm very, very excited to hear what the fans think.
I'm for the uninitiated. I never played the game before, so like what was cool for me was like being able to watch it just as strictly as a fan. I thought you guys really did a good job of like the whole action adventure aspect of it. I just really loved. I thought it was so much fun to watch. I also really enjoyed you and Mark Wahlberg together are also a really good team. I really like funny, good riffing off each other. What was it like getting to work with him?
We had a great time. We had a great time. And I think, that relationship is really the heart and soul of the movie. And it kind of is why the film is so fun. Our relationship is on screen is very similar to our relationship off screen. We've got this sort of big brother, little brother thing going on. We love giving each other shit. And, playing golf with each other is fun. So he's a great guy. And we're very lucky that he was up for the job.
Nice. I was also impressed with like a lot of the action sequences. I know the airplane stunt looked pretty massive. It looked like it was probably grueling and hard to do. What was that all like, kind of getting that together?
It was really tough. It was really, really tough. It was small bits. We would shoot tiny, tiny, tiny bits of the sequence over weeks and weeks and weeks of time. That didn't make any sense, but I think you understand what I'm trying to say.
I got you. I got you.
But
Totally.
yeah, it was tough. It was really tough, but equally as rewarding. And it's one of those sequences where my doubles and I, we just pushed ourselves to the absolute limit. And I think it really comes across on screen. And it's one of the most impressive action sequences I've ever seen on the big screen, for sure.
It was really good. As we, hopefully this becomes like a franchise you get to do more. Like, where do you kind of want to see the character go next? Like, what ideally for you? What would you like to do next?
That's a good question. While I'm making these films, I tend not to think about the next film. I've got a lot of work to do with this one still. And I want to make sure that we put our best foot forward and, hoping that this film is as successful as I think it can be, we can then start thinking about what the future looks like for Nathan Drake.
Nice. Well, I know they're going to wrap me up soon, but I just wanted to say congratulations on the film. And also congratulations to you. You've been absolutely just killing it. And I just look forward to like what you're going to do next, man. Really appreciate your time.
Mate. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Take care of yourself.
See you later, mate. Bye.
Hi, it's Guys Bowling from JoBlo.com. How you doing today, Mark?
What's up, bro? I'm just trying to check out all your posters, man.
On the movie wall. So Tom actually liked the movie wall too when I talked to him as well.
I'm big. I've got one sheet. My whole basement is filled with one sheets. I'm a big movie poster guy. I love movies more than anything. So
nice. Well, we got that in common, man. I want to say congratulations on the movie. I saw it last week. It was a lot of fun. And I want to ask you, how does it feel to finally get this out there after some of the delays and stuff with COVID and everything? And then also, why is this the right movie to continue that movement for moviegoers to get back into the movie theaters and see stuff like this on the big screen again?
Oh, absolutely. Well, movies like Spider-Man obviously have really encouraged people to go back to the cinema. It's the only way to experience movies like this, especially the size and scope of the film and what we were trying to achieve as filmmakers and really creating what I call a movie, which is a big, giant, tentpole, adventure, escapism type of film. You have to experience it in a theater. And for me, it just affirms my initial hunch that, Uncharted itself, even though it's a video game, is so cinematic and such great storytelling that it absolutely makes perfect for film adaptation. And you can really, make a movie for the 40 some odd million people that bought the game, but also people who don't know anything about Uncharted can just come and go on an adventure and a wild ride. I mean, it always felt to me like Indiana Jones. I read the script and I was like, wow. Immediately I thought Indiana Jones. I watched all of them in a row. And, I've always felt like this movie could be such great wish fulfillment and such a fun adventure for people to go on.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, man. I got the Indiana Jones vibe right away, and so you're in good company with that one for sure. I wanted to talk to you a little bit because I talked to Tati on Monday, and we talked about your fight scene together. And even though it ends up the way it ends up, she kind of felt like she got enough licks in to kind of be declared the winner of that fight. And I wanted to know, what was it like to kind of, what was it like to spar with her a little bit?
I like the sparring with her physically and mentally. She and I became friends before we started shooting the film and really got to spend some time together. And she's like a martial arts expert anyway. So I don't want to mess with her, but I also feel like I have a physical advantage in my power and strength, but in that kind of fight where it's choreographed to be much more martial arts than it is just like a wrestling match and a drag out. But yeah, she's a badass, and she's the favorite character for me in the film. Her turn as Braddock is just, she's as ruthless as any villain, and Sully is kind of supposed to be a bit of a bad guy, but he's got a good heart, and he kind of falls for Nate, and they kind of create this bond and this relationship and partnership. But I'm always rooting for the villain, so she's my favorite thing in the film.
Well, I think they're gonna wrap me up here soon. Having a little bit of a connection issue, but if you can hear me, I just want to say thank you for doing the interview and giving me your time. I hope everyone enjoys the film. I plan on seeing it again with my friends in the theater. So. Congratulations and good luck, my friend. Thank you for your
awesome.
time.
I appreciate it, buddy. And hopefully next time we do it in person so we don't have to worry about any internet connection.
I know. No, that's
we're in a bit of a windstorm in LA.
So much.
All right, well, thanks, bro. Appreciate it.
Hi, it's Guys Bowling from JoBlo.com. How you doing?
I'm doing well, guys. How are you? What a cool name.
Oh, thank you so much. It's so cool to see you so vibrant and smiley because I saw the movie Friday and I loved it. I had a lot of fun with it. But you're ones to not be messed with in the movie at all. And I just want to ask, how fun was it to play someone so bad, but not just bad, but badass too?
It was a lot of fun. Because as you can see, Braddock is so outside of myself, and so to be able to really challenge myself as an actor in that way was a lot of fun to be able to step into. And being that I do have a background in martial arts, being a badass and doing stunts and things has been something that I've always wanted to do. So that was very epic for me.
Nice. It was fun to watch. You have one really good fight scene with Mark Wahlberg that was pretty amazing to watch. And I think I would, even though it ends the way it ends, I would give you the points for kind of winning that because you give him a run for his money a little bit.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
What was it like going toe to toe with him? And then also, what was the training like to kind of get prepared for all that too?
Here I'll start with the training first. I went through 3-4 months of physical training, just getting buff and ready in that way. The fight training I kind of already had. I have I'm a black belt, so I was able to step into that quite easily. And then working with Mark was just really incredible. He became an uncle to me during the filming of this, and really took me under his wing and mentored me and really looked out for me. And so when it came to that fight, it was just a lot of fun for us. And kind of going, but making a tidbit fight within the fight, if that makes sense. Yeah. Really challenging one another and I accidentally choked him a little too hard one time, but it was fine. It was good.
I mean, I'm sure. I mean, he had it coming with him.
Right, exactly.
I want to talk a little bit about the climax of the film. I mean, I'm sure a lot of it was, effects as well as like practical stuff that you guys had to do. But how extensive was doing the climax of the film, the two ships and all that, and like so many moving parts?
It was so much. We had these huge, giant, I don't even know. I want to say 100-foot rigs. That may be an over exaggeration, but they were huge and high. And so, I mean, to be able to play on them and play on real ships was very helpful, because otherwise you would just be surrounded by blue screen. But it was every little bit almost took a day in itself, of that battle. It was very I feel like it was almost 2-3 weeks of us shooting that battle to finish it. And it turned out sick.
Nice. I love it.
Yeah.
And also too, I thought it was cool that we have two badass women in this movie, you and Sophia. And what's it kind of like to kind of have that, because sometimes women aren't always portrayed the way they should be in movies like this, and you both get to kind of have this moment of being strong, and you don't really need the men to do anything. You can handle it yourself.
Right.
So what was it kind of like sharing that with her on this as well?
It was so great. Soph and I got really close through the course of this. We were together almost every day, and I think it helped us to really empower each other through the course of shooting. That we were majority of our cast and crew were men, and so for us to get home and our apartments are next door to each other, and we would debrief and talk and just give each other that energy back and forth. And I feel as you see on screen, I feel that we both really brought it, and it's really rewarding to be able to portray what women are actually like in the world, because we're badass.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Well, they're wrapping me up. I just want to say congratulations on the movie. It's so much fun, and like I said, the Sunny Disposition, it just shows how good you are in it, because you're just awesome. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, guys. I hope you have a
Have a good
wonderful
one.
day. Thank you for having me.
Hello, hi, this is Guy Bowling from JoBlo.com. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I just wanted to congratulate you on the movie. Yeah, I saw it on Friday, and it was so much fun. It looked like it was a blast to make. So congratulations to you. I wanted to ask, did you have any prior knowledge of the video games before you signed on? And if you didn't, what kind of deep dive did you kind of do to kind of get familiar with it, and more specifically, get familiar with Chloe for the project?
I did know about the games. I had heard about them, and I'd see my brothers play them. I wasn't really sure, what Chloe's presence was like. I did play them though after I got it, and I got to know Chloe so much more and really understand how truly badass she is. Because I don't think I really understood it until after I played the game.
Yeah, it's interesting too, because when I was talking to Tati before I talked to you, I talked about just with her character and with you, to have two badass female characters in something like this was so refreshing and nice to see. And she said that you guys actually. Sorry. She said you guys actually. Yeah. She said you guys bonded over.
That's amazing.
How
you felt empowered by it.
Yeah, no, I did. No,
she said that.
No, I felt empowered by it, because I love seeing characters like this on the big screen or small screen as well, because it's important.
Aww.
And but she said that she bonded with you, especially on this, because you guys were pretty much the only girls there. So what was that kind of experience like, getting to do that with her on this?
Oh man, so great. Also, it's a shot in the dark, who would have thought that I would be working on this, and it would be, such a confusing time sometimes, or there were conflicts I had to resolve and understand that I'd never experienced before, it's grander scale and all this stuff. So having her as a soundboard and vice versa, and that we would be so like-minded, I could actually trust her opinion. That was really nice.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. I want to ask you this, because you have a pretty good chemistry and rapport with both Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg. What was it like kind of building that kind of banter back and forth with them and developing these three characters together?
Super easy. I thought there was gonna be like a moment of like, how do we get past something? I don't know, but maybe. But no, it was so easy. It was effortless, really. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, pros for sure.
Yeah.
Well, they're wrapping me up. I want to say again, congratulations on the movie and congratulations with all your success. It was a great time getting to talk to you. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hey, kid. A little young for a bartender, aren't you?
A little old for prom, aren't you?
Everything in here. Why the map?
It's the biggest treasure that's never been found.
5 billion, easy.
But it's just a story.
I beg to differ.
$500 ago, my family found the world's biggest fortune, then was betrayed. People have been searching for it all in vain.
Both you turn your keys clockwise at the same time. Thanks a lot. You almost got me killed.
Clockwise, Sully!
Well, it was 50-50, so I made a guess.
Clearly.
But the voyage was not just about gold. It was something much more valuable. This cross has a very tragic history. So much blood.
I'm pretty sure he just threatened to kill me. Oh, this is gonna suck!
Don't get caught.
You were just gonna leave me back there.
Somebody had to get the cross.
Your brother believed that there was a final piece.
Well, you know my brother's sick.
You have no idea who you partnered with.
What else aren't you telling me?
The victor spoils.
How are they gonna get them out of here?
Hey, put them down, boys.
What is that thing on your face?
Yeah, puberty's right around the corner, kid. You can grow your own.
Exclusively in movie theaters.